What's up, Soul Fam and everyone out there in the world? This is Untitled Chapter, and this is going to be a general reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising for the first half of the Sun, just in the sign of Sagittarius. Now, before I get to the reading, I do want to say I hope all of y'all Leos had a good Scorpio season, and I hope all will be well during Sagittarius season as well. So, with that being said, let's talk about what the Sun represents, what it represents being in Sagittarius. The Sun is, of course, our actions, our viewpoints, how we see the world around us, as well as correlates to our wants. And it is going to be the energies of Sagittarius, which is mutable fire, being mutable and adaptable to our own and other people's ways of seeing and feeling the emotions. And Sagittarius itself was born out of the 9th house of higher education, wisdom, and long-distance travel, both externally and internally. So, with that being said, Leo, you are fixed fire and fixated on your own ways of seeing and feeling the emotions. And Leo itself was born out of the 5th house of expression, fun, entertainment, and what you're creatively working on. Now, with the Sun being in Sagittarius, Sagittarius being a fire sign and Leo being a fire sign, Leo naturally trines this energy. So, Leo Suns, you're going to have this gift to be more mutable when it comes to your fixed fire energies. And Leo Moons, you're going to be attracting this energy. You're going to be attracting other people's, and them having the gift to be more mutable with their fixed fire energies towards you. So, let me shuffle the Universal Tarot deck a couple more times, and then I will pull 9 cards plus an overall from said Universal Tarot deck. Then move on to the Waite deck for clarifications, and then I'll move on to the Moonology Oracle deck to see what Mother Moon has to say to you through me to end the reading off. So, I give this deck one more shuffle and we will begin. Alright, so so your overall energies for the reading is the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is talking about being in your head, but also being logical, fair, and sort of towards what's going on in your life and what it is that you want and desire to do in your life during this time. Keep in mind to balance out your thoughts and emotions in equilibrium, and don't get to the point where you overthink yourself into craziness. Right? So, but remain logical and fair during this time. Now, your first card for the Universal Tarot deck that you get is the Emperor card, which is Aries energy. So you could be dealing with Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, or have Aries in your chart, and if so, these energies will be amplified for you during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. But overall, you are taking power and control over your life and what it is that you want and desire to do in your life during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. So keep doing so, keep putting the energy work towards what you want and desire, and what you want in your life as a whole. Now, your second card from the Universal Tarot deck that you get is the 9 of Swords. So the 9 of Swords is talking about negative thoughts. So instead of letting these negative thoughts affect you or influence you in a negative way, keep in mind that you as a spirit being no thing, no shape, no form, are creating and agreeing with thoughts and feelings. So transmute these negative thoughts and come up and create and agree with positive thoughts and feelings to combat these negative thoughts. Alright? Don't let these negative thoughts get a hold of you, but you are dealing with worry and anxiety during this time. But like I said, you can combat those by creating and agreeing with positive thoughts and feelings. Now, your third card for the Universal Tarot deck that you get is the 3 of Pentacles. So the 3 of Pentacles is talking about you working hard, and sharing your work with others. But in a typical Rider-Waite deck, it's usually talking about collaboration as well. But in this specific 3 of Pentacles, the man is by himself, sharing the work and lifting the Stonehenge up. So this is talking about you working on your own and sharing your work with others during this time. So But your fourth card from the Universal Character Tarot that they get is the Four of Wands. So overall, you're all in a happy place, in a happy home, wherever you call home at. So just know that besides the worry and anxiety from the Nine of Swords, that overall you're all in a happy home during this time. So just keep that in mind throughout the first half of the sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. Now your fifth card for the Universal Character Tarot that they get is the Six of Wands, which is a card of victory. So with that being said, you are feeling victorious at this time, and you feel you are being stepping into this victory energy with what you got with what you got going on in your life and what it is that you want and desire to do in your life during this first half of the sun transition sign of Sagittarius. Now your sixth card for the Universal Character Tarot that they get is the Seven of Swords, which is talking about deception, either self-deception, which we can see here with the Nine of Swords, that this very well can be yourself self-deceiving your own self by letting yourself be affected by these negative thoughts. But overall, there's some type of deception going on. We'll clarify this when we get to it. Now, with your seventh card for the Universal Character Tarot that they get is the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is you passionately going after what you want and desire in a passionate way. Alright? And just do your best to not be overbearing towards others when you're passionately going after what it is that you want and desire in your life during the first half of the sun transition sign of Sagittarius. Now your eighth card from the Universal Character Tarot that they get is the Four card, which is Aries energy. So you could be dealing with an Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, or have Aries in your chart, and if so, these energies will be amplified for you during the first half of the sun transition sign of Sagittarius. But overall, you're all into a new beginning and a new chapter in your life. With the Four card, but with all new beginnings comes the sense of unknown. So don't fear the unknown, which all fear is a sphere of reality created by you being a spirit, being no thing, no shape, no form, creating and agreeing with negative thoughts and feelings. So instead, create higher perspectives and positive thoughts and feelings about the unknown. Instead of fearing the unknown, embrace the unknown, and take necessary risks as you need to. But don't take overwhelming amount of risk as well. Create that equilibrium. Now your ninth card for the Universal Character Tarot that they get is, and last but definitely not least, is the Temperance card, which is Sagittarius energy. So you could begin with the Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Jupiter, or have Sagittarius in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the first half of the sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. But overall, the Temperance is you combining two or more words together to create that equilibrium, whether that be your work life, your business life, your personal life, your relationship life, whatever the case may be. You are doing your best to equalize these areas of life out so you can move more fluently through the first half of the sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. So, let's move on to clarifications. Overall, I see you being very logical and failed, but remember, you got to balance out to keep your thoughts and feelings and equilibrium with each other. Don't let yourself overthink. I see you in a very happy place, a happy home, and you stepping into victory, but you must not let these worries or anxieties get the betterment of you, or the best of you. Don't let yourself self-deceive yourself while you're transitioning into this new beginning and passionately going after what you want and desire. And overall in your life, do your best to create that equilibrium with all areas of your life during this time, and so that you can take power and control over your life during the first half of the sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. Now, let's move on to clarification, starting off with the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is clarified by the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups can be talking about nostalgia, or the past, or you sharing with others. Alright? If it's about the past, don't overthink the past. Don't overthink situations that you're in and bring past situations into the present moment. But if you are in the energies of sharing with others, Share with others as need be, but keep in mind to balance out your thoughts and emotions in equilibrium during the first half of the sun transition sign of Sagittarius. Now with the Emperor card is clarified by the Four of Cups. So this is a card talking about discontentment and focusing on what you don't have instead of focusing on what you do have or what you got going on for you. As you can see here with the Ace of Cups shown up in this Four of Cups artwork, that the man is not focusing on this Ace of Cups, aka this opportunity that is being handed to him. So keep your eyes open for opportunities during this time and focus on what you do have instead of focusing on what you don't have, so you can take power and control over your life during the first half of the sun transition sign of Sagittarius. Now with the Nine of Swords is clarified by the War card, which is Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo energy. So you'll be dealing with an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising on Saturn, a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising on Venus, a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising on Mars, or a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or have one of these, well, you are a Leo, so this is also a card of you standing in your power. But you could also have Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the first half of the sun transition sign of Sagittarius. But with the War card showing up, there is a karmic completion, but you may be having anxiety about this completion overall, alright? With the clarifying the Nine of Swords. Don't let these negative thoughts and worries and anxieties get the better of you. Just focus on yourself, focus on completing this karmic cycle and moving forward during the first half of the sun transition sign of Sagittarius. Now with the Three of Pentacles is clarified by the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is talking about you taking action and communicating about what you want and desire. And with the clarifying the Three of Pentacles, this is talking about work. So you may be communicating about your work or what you're working on, what you're creatively working on, as well as taking action on this creativity or what you're creatively working on as well during the first half of the sun transition sign of Sagittarius. Now with your fourth card for Universal Tarot deck being the Four of Wands, the Four of Wands is clarified by the King of Swords. So overall you are in a happy home, but you may be overthinking things and may be missing and not realizing the happy home that you have in, around you, or where you're in or at in this current time during the sun transition the first half of Sagittarius. Alright? Remain logical, remain fair, remain assertive with yourself. Do your best to not be overbearing to others, as well as do your best to balance out your thoughts and emotions in equilibrium during this time. Don't let yourself overthink things at this time, because you do have good stuff going for you, but you may overthink yourself out of it. Now with the Six of Wands being the fifth card for Universal Tarot deck, it is clarified by the Moon card, which is Pisces energies. You'll be dealing with the Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Jupiter, or have Pisces in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the first half of the sun transition sign of Sagittarius. But overall, you are doing your best to listen to your intuition, as well as embracing the unknown without fearing the unknown. Keep in mind, like I said with the Nine of Swords, that fear is just you as a spirit being no thing, no shape, no form, creating and agreeing with negative thoughts and feelings. So instead, create higher perspectives and create and agree with positive thoughts and feelings when it comes to the unknown, and so that you can feel comfortable with the unknown during this time. But as long as you follow your intuition and embrace the unknown, you will be stepping into this place of victory for yourself during the first half of the sun transition sign of Sagittarius. Now your sixth card being the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is clarified by the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups is talking about you either dealing with a new relationship, a new energy within an existing relationship, or you listening to your higher self. Wherever the case may be, don't let yourself be caught in self-deception. Alright, don't overthink things, because we have two King of Swords here, so you very well could overthink, as well as this Nine of Swords. So don't overthink this relationship to the point where it puts you in self-deceptive energies during the first half of the sun transition sign of Sagittarius. Now your seventh card for the Universal Tarot deck that you get, which is the Knight of Wands, is clarified by the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is talking about defeat. So you very well could be going through a defeat of some sort during this time, but it's pushing you to passionately going after what you want inside during the first half of the sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. Don't let this defeat get the betterment of you or get the best of you. Just keep passionately going after what you want to desire, whether that be dealing with your work or your life, your relationships, whatever the case may be. But don't let this sense of defeat get the best of you during this time. Now, with the 4 card being your 8th card, the 4 card is clarified by the Sun card, which is Leo energy. So this is your energy, so you are standing in your power, or you could be dealing with a fellow Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. But overall, you are in a happy place, and from this happy place, you are embracing a new beginning for yourself during the first half of the sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. Now, with your last card, but definitely not least, being the Temperance card. The Temperance card is clarified by the 10 of Pentacles, which the 10 of Pentacles is talking about you having everything that you want and need in the material world, and being very efficient and independent in the material world as well. Where you are, this is helping you combine 2 or more worlds together or create equilibrium throughout the areas of life that you are dealing with in the current moment during the first half of the sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. Okay, so let's move on to the Moonology Oracle deck, see what Mother Moon has to say to you through me to end the reading off. So, you got a lot of good stuff going for you. Just don't let the self-deception or the sense of defeat get the best of you. Don't let worries get the best of you, and don't let yourself overthink things during this time. But overall, you do have a lot going on for you, and you do have a lot of happiness and sufficient and prosperity happening for you during the first half of the sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. And let's see what Mother Moon has to say to you through me, like I said, to end the reading off. So your first card from Mother Moon, in 1 second. Alright. So your first card from Mother Moon to you through me is New Moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. So you and your loved ones are safe during this time. So just keep that in mind, that you and your loved ones are safe. Don't be worried about if anybody is unsafe. Don't be worried about if anything bad is going to happen, because like the card says, you and your loved ones are safe during this time. Now your second card for Mother Moon to you through me is Waxing Crescent Moon. Have faith in your dreams. So have faith in your dreams. Have faith in what it is that you want and desire in your life. Alright? And have faith that those things will come to fruition during the first half of the sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. And like the card says, have faith in your dreams. Now, with your third and last but not least card from Mother Moon to you through me is New Moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. So confidence is your key to success. Don't let yourself overthink things, or at least do your best not to. Don't let yourself be in the self-deceptive energies, and have confidence within yourself. Like the card says, and like Mother Moon wants you to be aware of, confidence is your key to success during the first half of the sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. And with that being said, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Risings, that'll be all for y'all's general reading. I hope this helped. I hope this brought clarity or aided you in any way. Shout out to the whole Soul family. Shout out to Darling the Pilot Man. Y'all be blessed. Remember that you'll never be less. Y'all take care and peace.